Hi guys, Lauren here. For this video I've decided to do 15 holiday vacation packing hack tip type things. So I really hope you enjoy, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Tip number 1, create a list when you're packing things. Now this is the list that I usually use. I use the same list every single year. Depending on where I'm going, I kind of modify that list. Now it's good to create a list so that you can organise things and not overpack. It's also a great idea to bring that list on holiday with you so that when you're flying back, you don't forget anything or leave anything in the hotel, because that will be a travesty. Tip number 2 is to roll your clothes up instead of folding them, like so. This is to avoid any crinkles or creases in your clothes when you get them out of your suitcase. Another kind of little side note, my sister taught me this one, told me, whatever. You can get some tissue paper or toilet paper or whatever you want to call it, spray it with some perfume and dot it around your suitcase, inside your suitcase with your clothes, so that when you take them out, this is especially good for long haul flights, they don't smell of damp and stale. Tip number 3 is to pack a travel iron with you in your suitcase, if you have enough room and weight, that is. And tip number 4, don't pack the entirety of your makeup drawer. Palettes are essential. Now, especially ones that are multi-palette. So for example, you have contour and blush in the same palette along with some eyeshadows. Palettes like that are absolutely essential when you're going on holiday. So again, you don't overpack, because really bad for overpacking. Another thing you could invest in is a little brush kind of foldy away thing. Now this is so that you don't pack too many brushes, because I know a lot of women love their makeup brushes, so I think it's just better to get a little thing like this with a few brushes in it so that you don't bring all of the brushes in your collection, because I know some women have over hundreds. Now this leads me on to tip number 5. Put cotton wool pads or balls in your makeup palettes, like so. This is to stop them breaking and shattering. Tip number 6, another thing you don't want to pack an excess of is perfumes. Now, ladies, I advise you choose one scent to bring with you on holiday. Now, I know that's hard. Trust me, I have to do it every single year. But you can get through this, I promise. It's easy. No, it's not. But yeah, I advise you choose one scent. Also, instead of packing a big perfume bottle, you could pack a little one instead. And tip number 7, pack a laundry bag or spare plastic bag to put all of your dirty washing into. Tip number 8, if you get anxious at all on flights, it's always a good idea to pack some things with you to help get your mind off of the whole situation you're in and flying and things like that. Now, I recommend colouring books, sweets, little things like that to kind of, as I say, take your mind off of things. Also, you could listen to music, or there are a few apps that really help with anxiety, and some of them you put headphones in and they talk you through, I don't know, they just walk you through little situations that help calm your mind and things like that. So that's always a good idea. Tip number 9 is to pick and choose your jewellery carefully and store them in a tiny little box like this. Now, I take a few bracelets, a few necklaces and my special ring that my friend got me, and I just keep it all in here because it's a nice small little place to store them and, again, not overpack. El número de punta de 10. Bring sweets on holiday with you. It's your holiday, treat yourself. Go on, I dare you. Tip number 11, sort your clothes into some sort of order when you're packing so it's easier to unpack them when you get to your hotel. Tip number 12, roll any breakables in a towel or some clothes so that they don't break. Exactly like this. Tip number 13, when packing hats, stuff them with swimwear so that they don't lose their shape, like so. As you can see, it's still as round as it always is. Then you put this inside your suitcase. I'd say pack some clothes here, pack some clothes here, and all around here, or however, whatever shape your hat is, so that your hat doesn't lose shape, because that would be such a shame to ruin a perfectly beautiful hat just because it's been put in a suitcase. And we are almost there, guys. Tip number 14 is to transfer your moisturisers, creams and lotions into tiny little pots like this, or you can buy little squirty bottles from places like Superdrug and things like that in their little travel section, because at the end of the day it is creams, lotions, moisturisers that do weigh down your suitcase, and if you have trouble getting your suitcase to the right weight like I do, it's a good idea to transfer anything heavy like moisturisers and things like that into a little pot. And finally, tip number 15. Now, I swear by this tip every single year, and it is to make sure your suitcase stands out, but is very securely fastened with padlocks and things like that. Now, to make it stand out, there are 3 things that I can think of that you can do, and it's initially to buy a suitcase like this one, which has a very odd pattern on it, and that you'll notice on the conveyor belt. The second kind of thing is to buy different coloured ribbon and tie it onto 1 or 2 of the straps like this, so that when, again, it's on the conveyor belt, you can see what luggage is yours. Now, the third kind of little thing is to get a luggage strap. Now, this one's pink, obviously, my favourite colour, and it also has a little padlock on it, code thing, as you can see. Now, this really helps so that, again, your luggage is secure and no one is getting into that, because a few years back my mum went on holiday to Portugal, I think it was, and unfortunately her suitcase got broken into and a pair of very expensive beats got stolen from her suitcase. So that's not good. So please, I can't stress this enough, make sure your suitcase is secure, because I'd hate to learn that someone's had something stolen or whatever from their suitcase. So please secure your suitcase. So that is it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Also, comment in the comments below some of your own holiday hacks so you can help everybody else out too. And again, thank you very much for watching. I really hope this helped you out. And all that I have left to say now is I love you all very much, and goodbye. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Hold up, there's not even like this. You could pack a small bottle of the same perfume. We're not in Australia. Perfume in one of these. Now, I almost broke my shadow. Both of them. Big bottle, little bottle. That's so cute. Don't pack the entirety of your makeup. What's it called? Drawer. Tip number 4. Don't pack the entirety of your makeup palette. Oh, it has adjustable straps. I didn't realise. This is to avoid el número de punto de 10 punta with an I. Oh, I should have done it in like loads of different languages. Oh, but then I suppose I could have offended someone if I got it wrong. I'll just stick to one in Spanish. Is that money? No, that wasn't money. That was though. Legs. Ooh, hip. moving on its own. Oh my god. Jokes, it's my hands. Okay, people. Good boy. You're a good boy. And what about your other paw? You clever boy. You're a clever boy, aren't you? I love you. I love you. Oh, thank you. Everybody, this is Charlie. My oldest doggy. We love him so much. You're tired. Oh, you're laying on me. You're laying on me.